Welcome to another episode of the Therapyard podcast. This is episode 173, and today we're gonna have Cassie Red Baby on, but she is experiencing some storm issues where she is. So I hope she recovers from that, or the area she's in recovers from that quickly, and everybody's safe. And today we have my dear friend Amber D in the building.
Hello. Hi.
She's you're not an artist, right?
I am not an artist. I wouldn't consider I have dabbled into making some music, but never anything where it was like serious, just here there.
Gotcha,
But
gotcha.
definitely I'm in the music.
Yeah, she is, and just we're just here to yap it up, girl talk.
Yes.
Yeah,
We are on here and we're
you know, girls
talking
like to yap.
about a girl does love to yap. Who doesn't like a little yapping? Little
What
yap
kind of girl
steps.
doesn't like to yap? I ask you that.
I
Um,
don't
sorry. So we were talking about a couple things earlier, like for one, R.I.P. Dolly Parton,
R.I.P. Dolly. It's
R.I.P.
a Tennessee native. We're super heartbroken. Everybody over here is heartbroken. It's a lot of memorialization for her. I live 30 minutes from her home. So
Oh
it's
wow, I didn't
very,
know that.
very so her home over here at least.
Right.
So it's very, very I was very distraught to see how many the world just stopped when I like the moment everyone found out in the store, everything was paused. It was really hard to find that out. Just
All
such a
of
big part
Tennessee
of a
was
lot of
mourning.
a lot of people's
Yeah.
childhood. Dollywood over here, her amusement park. Definitely a big, big part of Tennessee culture and just the impact that she made on her from her upbringing being very difficult and, kind of showing people from those smaller parts that they can really do anything.
If you just pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And
Yeah.
no, but she had, she was like exceptionally poor when she was younger, when she was growing up, and she's had, like you said, that's one of her houses. She had, millions and millions of dollars, but she was still very like grounded. So she's kind of a
Mhm.
icon in that respect, as well as her music.
Yes.
Um, but then also Optimus Prime. Sorry to bring it up. I'm sorry.
Oh my.
I didn't realize that this movie Transformers was so formative for young people. I,
So it was, and I'm just voice actor you know, over 40 years of
Peter,
Optimus
remind me,
Prime, the OG
what's his name?
series. Um, hold on.
Peter.
It was like
Ca-
Hold on, this is so horrible.
No, it's fine. I got it.
It's Peter Cullen.
Yeah, that's right.
Peter Cullen. Just
Okay.
spelled Cullen.
Okay.
Um, he he also did Eeyore,
Oh, see,
Winnie
that's
the
one of my
Pooh.
dude.
Um,
That's something I
it's
know about.
very, very, I don't know, very sad childhood for of from all generations, from all over. I mean, even old Transformers, that was just something very pivotal. And then, he came back for the 2007 movies, and that's really where it starts for me. I did not watch much of the animated here there, but I'm not aware of um
Like the old stuff that I was showing earlier. I
like,
didn't
yeah,
know
like
those
the
stuff.
older. I've watched it here there, but no, definitely the movies. And no one could be that character more. Like,
But him, yeah.
no one. He embodies and lives as those inspirational things that good old Optimus Prime always had to say. Optimism.
And the word optimism. That's
Yes. So
wow.
There's nothing that could I don't know, there's nothing that could replace that. It's such a heartbreaking stack of events. Tim
Yeah,
Curry,
Tim Curry.
um,
I put him on the ticker. Tim Curry was, in Home Alone 2,
mhm.
and he was in, what's that movie? Shoot, why do I keep thinking Little Shop of Horrors? That's not it. I'm having brain freeze on here. Transylvania. What's that shit?
Goodness, hold on.
Somebody knows. I feel so
Let
dumb
me
because I
go
was telling you I
into.
went to
Well,
Rocky Horror
he
Picture
was
Show.
Pennywise.
Yeah, Pennywise. Oh
Yes,
yes, he was. I forgot about
from
that because
it.
I've never seen that
Yeah,
movie. I refuse.
that was the first thing I ever. That's the first thing I remembered. Is like he's the OG Pennywise, like before
Mhm. Mhm.
like the Neo It movies. Um, I did get into the classic. I love a horror classic, and he's also just such an icon, and just embracing yourself, and unapologetically just putting yourself out there, rock star. Um,
A lot of people developed a crush on him from his voicing the bad guy in the movie Fern Gully, The Last Rainforest. And I don't know if you ever saw
really,
that. Yeah. Did you ever see
I,
that?
I
Okay, I
did
think that would be
not.
people that are, like, early millennials would probably know about that.
Early
Uh,
millennials. Also, I'm
yeah.
seeing here he was in Muppets,
Oh, that's right. He was in the Muppets, all those movies.
Titanic.
Okay, yeah. He was in a lot of movies. He was in a
He
lot of
was in
stuff.
many movies. He was in a lot of scary movies, like
He was
the
always
scary
in the
movie
Muppets.
series.
Yeah, yeah. He was
Um,
always Miss Piggy's, he was trying to get with Miss Piggy, but she only wanted Kermit.
I forgot about that. I saw something about that. Miss Piggy. Someone check on Miss Piggy today, guys.
Yeah,
Someone check on Miss
and
Piggy
Kermit
now.
for that matter, I mean, it's, Kermit's a good guy.
Yes. But the world is mourning right now, and there's so many things going on. I can't
Hayden.
even, you
Hayden
know,
too.
Hayden Panettiere, yes. Now, Bring It On. There's many movies she was in, but Bring It On was a pivotal movie for me. I've always been obsessed with dance as a person, and I wanted to
Who
do cheer and
who was the
whatnot.
other girl in that movie?
Solange.
That was Solange?
Hmm.
What?
Yeah,
See, I've
like
never
the
seen that either, but, I
yeah,
remember, the ads and stuff, but damn.
yeah, it was
Mm.
Solange.
So what
Um,
happened to her? I'm trying to see right now.
so it was an overdose.
Oh.
It was ruled it's under investigation right now, but
Now
just
here's
due
all
to
these
the
disrespectful,
factors stimulating around it and just many.
yeah,
But
speculation and such.
she had
Yeah.
just released her like like a biography, kind of like a testament
Really?
thing 2 months ago, talking
Okay.
about something that happened to her in Hollywood, and also talking about her struggles with addiction.
Uh,
And she gave up her kid for like the better life of her kid, to because she
oh,
couldn't.
that's right, that's right.
Mhm.
To the dad or
Yes.
wow. Oh, I remember that. I remember that. I remember
And
I think her and it was another actress that did that that was, like, courtside somewhere, like,
mhm.
someone that was a little bit older, but people were like, I can't believe she's at a basketball game and after she just gave up her baby." I'm like, what do you know?" No, it wasn't that, it was her husband.
It's not complete. It's not like it's complete abandonment. Sometimes there are
No,
certain
it's
things
not.
that benefit a person. It's a person knows, why would they put their child, a loving mother or father would not put their child in a position where they
Right.
know if there's an alternative, they're not in a bad state, with like a
I think that's
state of
very
mind that they're not.
selfless. That's a very
Yes.
selfless thing to do if your heart is
Yes.
in the right place. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And parenting is such like a personal thing. It's like grieving. It's like that's you can't really tell anybody else. There are certain parameters for parenting, but
Mm-hmm.
that
But there's not one way to do it. I don't think that. she just didn't have, or people who do that just don't have contact with
Right.
their child at all.
Right.
It's just like a custodial and just a circumstance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but man, there's
You named an artist
there's
too, right?
just what
You
happened?
said you had named an artist earlier. I'd never heard of. It sounded like they had like a Japanese name or something.
Yes. So I don't want to say
That's okay.
her name incorrectly.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's Yoya Kasuma.
okay.
Um, Contemporary art. Big thing of hers was polka dots.
Okay.
Apparently there was some controversy surrounding her. I've
Really?
kind of learned today about by posting it, because I know somebody I had known somebody that actually got to go see an exhibit of hers.
Oh,
And so I was like, wow, that's so cool. And they informed me that many people had informed them of some uh controversies per se. But
okay. So this is her,
very,
right?
very just
This is her,
what
right?
happened?
Okay.
Yes. Just a lot of polka dots, like a lot of like just bright and not the anime
Yeah, not the
characters.
anime character. Okay. Lesser known artist, but a lot of people don't keep up with like designers and artists
Mm-hmm.
anymore.
I think she's very like pivotal and like she's very abstract.
Yeah, kind of
And
Bjorkish. Yeah.
yes, yes. And so that's also one where it's like, dang, like, because I've seen quite a bit of her art,
I hate all these
and I would love to.
these websites are
Ugh, I
useless.
know
They're
all those
useless.
subscriptions,
Yeah, no doubt. Uh,
but lots of polka dots.
mhm,
I've been into a polka dot vibe recently, so that makes me think about it even more. I'm just
gotcha.
like, dang, like, um, there's so many passings.
Yeah,
Rest in peace to all of those people,
for
and
sure.
um, recipes to their family, like for their love to their families,
Mm.
and
Peace and healing.
peace and healing to everyone in Tennessee right now.
Mm.
Um,
I'm just gonna put
just
R.I.P.
I don't
Just R.I.P. Everyone.
know.
This is messed up.
Yeah, I mean, it. I don't know. I know we were talking about the other day where it was like, it comes in like threes, and it always does seem to kind of go that way, where it's
That's
like
what the
it's
old books say.
back to back. No, it's like what did they call those? Like not like myths, but
Like an old wives' tale
urban.
kind of thing. Yes, no.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
what I forget what that would be called. Something like, but yeah, yeah. Um,
Just it's so depressing.
yeah, and I think a lot of people actually really it makes you think about your own mortality.
Yes, it definitely has. I definitely realized how, I mean, what? I was only 3 when Transformers came out, and that's like the first thing I've ever remembered
I thought you were gonna say
watching.
that was only 3 when
Like,
I saw my first body or something.
oh,
No.
no, I was only 3 when I like first saw it, like, and just like it really reminds me of like aging,
Mm,
and just also just you never know. You
never know.
never know. Like you just even like, Hayden, she was so young.
Yeah.
She had life ahead of her. Her birthday just passed
Mhm.
days after that. Like, um, so young, and just like thinking about, I feel like it always goes that way with death, where you start to, I don't know if you've heard like, the quote from like X, like
Yeah, yeah.
XXX Tentacion, where it's like your him talking about little Peep. He was like, your remorse makes you look into these people, whether you've heard of them or not. You know, you appreciate people's deaths after. If you even if you didn't, you know, weren't aware of who they were, it's just like mortality
Yeah.
in general, just knowing, seeing how much it connected other people sometimes can make you kind of also like gravitate toward someone not here anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
I was thinking about that the other day. Like, we talk a lot about giving people their flowers, like whether they're alive,
mhm,
especially is what we try to do. But at the same time, when someone's life ends, it's like that's the end of that book or that's the end of their story, period. Like, so
mhm,
in some cases, there might be some historical things that happen, but essentially, then it's kind of like it's all wrapped up. And so you do kind of, you're forced to look at it from that perspective. People should get flowers both times, when they're alive and when they pass, I feel like, you know.
mhm. I feel like it's always really rewarding to let somebody know, like on both ends, to let somebody know how well that they're doing, whether it's physical flowers and metaphysical
Yeah,
flowers,
the
like mental
metaphorical flowers, yeah.
flowers.
Just telling somebody, like, or showing appreciation. That comes up a lot here with, like, artists, especially like older artists, that back in their day, they may have been like a huge deal. They may have been not been able to go anywhere without getting recognized, or people taking their picture or getting
Mhm.
autographs. And I guess a lot of the time now, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them, getting older means you're starting to realize, okay, nobody recognizes me anymore. I look different. There's people are listening to different music. A lot of my fans are now, maybe passing away and stuff. It's probably really hard,
Yeah.
but
I can't imagine, like, just it's like the cycle of life and just watching it. There's no stopping. There's no rope to like slow that down.
I'll
And
say this, like, as someone that's like definitely at least midlife, I'm like, I kind of enjoy it. Like,
yeah, the going on of life.
yeah, it's
I
cool.
think there's something beautiful about. I think it's the unknown is what's really
That is
scary
scary.
in like mortality. For a lot of people it definitely is for me.
Yeah,
Just the unknown, and uh you just never know when any moments are last. So living in the moment is a, even though a difficult thing to do, it's a, it kind of, moments like these kind of teach you to, find, even if it's for a day or a week or whatnot. Grief is weird.
I think
And
about it all the time. I have an existential crisis like every day. It's like
yeah.
ever since I was little. I think it's when our dog died. I was like 2.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I wrote on the side of my bed and like on the wall. His name was Buster. I wrote Buster's dead.
Oh.
And yes, I was writing, and when I was at that age, and my mom saw it and was like, "Oh my god, like, what does this mean?" But it's just
Like
to remind me when I woke up in the morning, so I wouldn't go look for him. You know what I mean? Like, so I wouldn't get up and be like,
so
"Where's the dog?" Because I would forget. Um, and then I wouldn't be sad, but I was still sad. But I think we spend so much time in our lives trying to forget that fact that we are like impermanent, that we like, so just so we're not freaking out all the time, you know. And I
yes.
think that then we lose sight of a lot of like important shit that way.
I definitely lose sight of a lot of important things, um not thinking about. Sometimes life is a little freeing, not thinking about how like temporary everything is.
Hmm.
But it's also like not in like a overextending thought on it kind of way, just like an overthinking way, but just in a general way, like thinking about it. There's moments like with deaths or with grief, with life changes, with moving, even anything that makes you think about how important those moments were. Like I don't want to live in Tennessee anymore, but I know I will probably miss Tennessee, and you think about the stages of life, like whether it's like actual life ending or just like a chapter,
Yeah, that's the thing
and
for
you
sure.
end it. Yeah.
Getting older too, the older you get, the more your body starts failing on you. And I'm not saying I'm like decrepit or anything, but like I know it's not going to get a whole lot better unless I really start like being
Yeah.
super fit and healthy and everything. But just being like little aches and pains, that's like I'm going to die soon, like it sucks. Like,
I feel like it's silly, but I feel like I don't know. Like I used to dance a lot,
mm,
and my flexibility is
same.
not. I haven't practiced that, so my flexibility is not there as it once was. It's there's a reason why a lot of people are ballerinas, like where it's
Yeah.
like when there's like adult like ballet, like it's like whoa,
Yeah, if you've ever
like
had
because
like a
that's like
serious like back injury or like something with like where your joints are, like something's out of place, you can feel that it's just like meat and bone. It's hard to explain. So it's just like you just really feel like very mortal in that moment because it's like I can feel like I can imagine it's just like a ham hock on my leg. You know what I mean? Like it's
yes, I can't get up. Maybe I need to stretch more, but I can't get up from certain like I can't just like hop
yeah,
up
like you
from
used to.
doing stuff
Dude, if I sit
anymore.
on the floor
Like,
too long,
no.
and I really feel it, and I feel just like a pile of bones in a meat sack. But anyway,
Yes. Like just not being able to get up like that and just feeling like, wow, so I'm human and everything is just
yeah,
sitting here.
and
It's
your
just sitting.
this I think about this a lot lately, like your blood and your fat and all that stuff is gravity, gets pulled down. So like as you get older, they tell people over 30, mind you, to wear compression socks to keep your blood circulating because a lot of us spend most of our time with our feet pointed down. Well, most of us, all of us.
I feel like it's good for anybody to wear those. I get told to wear those because I have like a
Mm,
hypotensive like thing where it's like when I get up too fast, it's
you get
like,
dizzy.
ooh.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah. So it's like, whoa. I have to like slowly get up from
Uh,
doing
This this is
anything.
horrible, but thinking about how like bodies decompose and stuff, how they find people if they're laying in a certain way, like all the blood pools to that area, and it's just like, man, just a couple
Oh,
heartbeats away from that, like
it's just like it's a very I don't know, it's so gory to think
yeah, maybe we should
about
change
the way
the subject.
that we are just all like composed of like blood, fat, and muscle and bones.
Yeah,
And at the end of it, we are just
just goo,
bones,
goo and bones,
goo and
just goo.
bones, just goo.
So guys, so let's talk
I
about hip
feel like
hop.
they're gonna. There's like something on Instagram right now. They're like when you turn 23, they add you to the soup, and I'm very
That
close.
means because you're already soup, come on.
It's like they add you to they're preparing to add me to soup very
Yeah,
soon.
welcome to the
So
soup.
the frontal lobe is developing.
It's almost there. So this is the scene that made Tim Curry a sex symbol for some people,
New
Oh,
orders, boys.
and I'm
Your
probably gonna
brains
have to edit
burn,
this out because
Gully,
no, it's not
and I
Disney,
want you
so maybe
there
not.
by morning.
By morning? Oh, I don't know if we can do that.
Damn Catherine.
You'll just have to work harder then.
Double shifts. No breaks.
Yeah, I can't really explain.
No breaks.
What do they call that when
sure you
people are
got
like
plenty
attracted to
of
cartoon characters?
Device.
That's
what happened?
Isn't that a thing?
Oil and grime, poison sludge, diesel clouds and noxious muck.
I can kind of see what they're getting at, you know?
He's like a toxic pollution baddie, you know. This song will
Speaking
stick.
of glue,
This song will stick in your head.
Slime beneath me,
Ooh.
slime up above. Ooh, you love my toxic love.
Okay, I'm gonna say something controversial. Kind of looks like blackface.
what this?
Yes. Am I reaching?
No, I mean,
There's symbolism in
what it
everything.
reminded me of, speaking of you saying that, it reminded me of, where was it? I feel like I'm wrong about this. I feel like I'm misthinking. What was it? Princess and the Frog? The like
Oh, yeah.
the ghastly is was that from Princess and the
Oh,
Frog?
wait,
I'm
say it
not
again.
sure. It's like the like ghastly like figure. He like sings like Princess and the
That
Frog.
was that guy.
Is that Princess? Hmm?
That was the gas guy right there that we just watched. Princess and the Frog. I'm trying
Was
to,
it? It was like, because
let me
it was
see.
like some,
And if I
because he
say
was
that,
in,
it'll definitely get copyright stricken. So I might just pull up an image of it. You're talking about when
yeah,
the bad guy, whatever the voodoo guy.
he's like purple.
Yeah, let me see. I forget his name. It was shit.
Hold
Doctor
on, I have
Doctor
to
Big Bad
find
Voodoo Daddy something. I don't know. That movie is very
something.
problematic if you really break it down.
There's a lot of
The fact that it was
things.
their
It
first
does show some realism, but it's just,
the fact that
there's a realistic aspect to it, but it's just also like,
yeah. No, like the fact that it was their first black princess and she's a frog for most of the movie, like 90% of the movie.
there's a frog for most of the movie, and I appreciate the message. Speaking about segregation, speaking about like
In a very Disney way.
just like struggles, yes, and the struggles of being a black woman, like having and during that time period working harder for things, and it being kind of, it was racially downed, like just
Yeah.
completely just like made to feel inferior. And it does show those struggles, but it's just like, why'd you have to be a frog?
The whole movie.
Like almost the whole movie till the end, and then
In the
she gets
beginning.
her restaurant.
Yeah. And I did, kids in Louisiana love that movie. My daughter loves it, and it's charming, and I like it too.
Yeah, me too.
But
Like.
when am I sharing my screen? No, I'm not. Dr. Facilier
Yes, and then there's like a scene where he turns into, like, it's like theatrical. He turns into this ghastly feature, and he's purple, and
turning
like
turning into into pneumonia. What? I'll say it's like
interesting.
ghost or spirit or something. I think is
Yeah, like he's like a spirit.
see. Oh, I can't.
I don't know if he can play that,
I'll
but
try. I'll try it for a second. Worst thing I could do is have to
A
figure it out
slow
later.
back
What
drag.
the hell up? I swear to God, I lost my YouTube premium. So everybody, if you want to help me get my YouTube premium back, $sign the rap yard. Thank you. And
yes.
good night. Let's see. Hell.
That, don't you? So, now we're cooking. We're gonna find ourselves. Bring him to me alive. Too sweet.
Is this like a fever? No, it's not.
Wait, what?
I was thinking, is this a fever dream I had? But no, it's not a fever dream, because there's a part where he's singing.
Excuse me?
In the palm of my hand. And you have all.
I just don't want to play too much and have the whole shit shut down because Disney is like,
Yeah,
Like-
very
like that.
strict. But initially, that's what that reminded me of, especially with like the
He had love.
yeah,
jazz, blues singing kind of,
yeah. It was meant to be very New Orleansy. It's just,
very New Orleansy.
I think it was just so corporate Disney-fied. I don't know. Kids like it. I don't know.
There's so much. They're trying to make a live action right now
A
with
Princess and the Frog. How are they going to do that while she's a frog the whole time?
CGI, AI, perhaps. I don't
AI.
know.
There we go. That's the answer. Yeah.
CGI, AI. We don't use CGI anymore. It's all just AI slop. But so
Take a minute.
with the backlash with a lot of the other movies like Snow White and
They had a
The
Mulan
Little
movie. They had the
Mermaid.
Hansel. Yeah, the Little Mermaid. Yeah,
Well, they're. I think they were trying to cast somebody white for Tiana,
to
which
balance it out.
because they had so many backlashes from the other, like I guess, so having somebody. But the thing is that
Who's in charge of Disney? Let me look
that's
this
what I'm
up.
saying. It's like the
You're
things
on
that
the
they.
phone.
It's because the people you picked for the other roles didn't match it either. Like you're
Well,
gonna make it mismatch
mermaids
more.
aren't real,
Mermaids
so
are not, but with
I mean
like
they could be, but what doesn't matter what color their skin is
that.
if they
I
live in the
think Holly
sea. Like
Bailey is the most aquatic and
I know she looks
mystical
like a doll.
looking
She looks like a Disney
person.
character. Yeah,
Yes, she looks like a mystical person. That's
yeah.
the race has nothing to do with that. I'm just talking about the people having issues with that.
But
Like
Disney
it
shouldn't pander
doesn't.
to that, because the Tiana. That's the whole premise. That like that's part of the
The whole premise of
story.
the movie is struggles of being black
Yeah, in New
during
Orleans, like
segregation,
yeah,
like
the two little white fat guys are like, oh, someone of your
bullying
background.
her
Yeah,
constantly, like
the most
really treating her like a slave.
that line always stuck with me because like, how is Disney gonna phrase this? Like someone of your background. Clever,
Yeah.
nicely done, Disney.
But like some of your background, like, come on. Like, which I understand. And it really did show reality. It's like rewatching it as an adult now, it makes me feel beside her being a frog the whole time part, it makes
Uh,
me feel empowered to
yeah,
just like no matter what, working hard and no matter what the premise of the world is and like
yeah.
who's running it, it's your dreams are achievable.
That's the Disney dream. I mean, I to this day am bamboozled by that a little bit because I'm still very much like, if I'm a good person, things will work out. If I'm just do the
Yeah.
right thing, things will be okay. If I'm just work hard and nope, nope.
Yeah. I grew up hearing like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate. Like, if you work hard, you get anything.
And
And
that's what they
it's,
teach you in Bible school and in the movies and the books and everything and your parents like, and it's crazy because I don't know. There's always like those feel good
you can work
stories.
so hard and still struggle. There's people working 4 jobs just to get by.
Yeah,
Like,
people that are good
and
people and no one will ever know about them.
no,
They won't get their little, gold
I
prizes.
wish if I were Elon Musk and a trillionaire, I would retire every single person over the age of like 50 having to
Speaking of
work.
Elon Musk,
Uh,
so he's opening a SpaceX launch station in Louisiana because everyone's getting a piece of this pie. I
for
saw this ad
what?
for it because he needs another place to launch his phallic rockets.
Yeah, but he has destroyed so much land. There's literal wildlife reservations he's
Yeah,
destroyed
he
with
destroyed
this,
South Memphis pretty much. I mean, the air quality and the water quality is, you
along
know,
with the data centers.
that's his data centers right there with it's
Oh,
the
is it?
X, what do you call that? The Grok data center is right there.
I forgot he owns that.
Yeah.
I always keep forgetting about that. I'll often because I don't use. I mean, I wasn't a person who ever used Twitter in the first place. Maybe when I was younger, just to like keep up with like my YouTubers I watched, they had Twitter, and there's also Twitter beefs and like rappers and yada yada. But like it becoming X is such a weird. It's also such a weird platform. There's so much
It is
weird
weird.
like stuff
There's
on
no
there. It shouldn't be allowed. Like
there's no
it's just
regulation on it. It's like you
none.
could be looking up like cute puppy videos and then you're scrolling through the comments and it's like um uh uh just someone with their schlong out just
Or
or whatever,
straight just gore.
booty hole,
Just
or yeah, or like a
straight
beheaded
gore.
person. Yeah, just like, why? I wasn't looking at puppies. Why?
Like you can like I'm in an account just to have one, just to like follow up with some people and whatever. And
Yeah.
I'm looking at like travel, lifestyle, cooking, and that is not what's on my feed. My feed is immensely offensive. Nothing I've ever looked at before, and it's just like
Right.
people in these comments are they need to be
Oh, it's
investigated.
horrid. It's horrid. And their AI is like the most like biased AI there is, honestly.
It's
It's like
so bad. People will be like, "Look, what does this mean?" Maybe type it in on Google. Google search will answer these
yeah,
questions
I
for
don't
you.
know what's right anymore, honestly. It's like,
Never.
yeah. What do you how do you tell nowadays? Like, oh, Google's wrong. That's the new thing people are saying. Oh, you Googled that? That's you shouldn't do that because
Well, you want
Google.
to know what, like, the crazy part is like Google is one of those where it's like, okay, I don't want to use AI, and then Google started using Gemini, and I'm like, bro, I'm involuntarily having to use like AI now
Yeah.
because it's like
Then
the
here's a pro life tip for everybody. You can disable the Google AI at the top. You just got to find there's a
oh,
setting where you can disable it. Yeah.
it turns back on after you update your thing. That's another thing. Same thing with Apple
Yeah.
Intelligence. I've
Yeah.
turned that off many, many times. It does reset when your phone clears cache or updates.
Yeah. Which you have to
So
do. Yeah.
a lot of people use DuckDuckGo still.
Yeah, I
No,
have that, but I
no,
always forget I have it.
no AI, no
And
AI.
but it has an option on DuckDuckGo for AI if you want it. So it's
Does
like,
it?
yep.
I haven't seen it.
So check out this video of Elon Musk and our governor Jeff Landry, who's like the ambassador to what you call it, Greenland. Because Trump was gonna buy it or take
What?
over. Yeah, he is. He like literally he's the legal ambassador to Greenland. He's such a joker. I'm gonna make it full screen. It's very odd. So, but this looks and sounds like it's been dubbed, but it's not. Oh wait, where's the sound? God damn it, where's the
It's on
sound?
the corner.
Starbase is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Starbase, Louisiana.
All right, you heard it here first.
Yeah,
This
I
is
can't.
painful.
Oh no, not a problem.
Yeah.
We haven't picked a name
Well, but I
yet.
think Starbase is cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Starbase, Louisiana.
All right, you heard it here first.
Yeah, I can't. We can't wait to serve y'all the first pot of gumbo.
Sounds good.
Doesn't that seem like it's dubbed?
He's like, ha, 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 I don't want that
Like some
fucking
ladies back are
gumbo.
like, yeah, Starbase.
They're like,
And
ha, ha, gumbo. Like,
This is the
on.
image after that. Here's all the light searing through. That's how they build it. They just laser it onto the land. So clean and energy efficient. And then here comes the giant, phallic, erect Elon Musk, rigid rock,
when are we going to
blasting
space
off,
though? Like all these.
penetrating the ozone. Huge shaft. Where are they going?
I'm just saying, like, genuinely, like all these SpaceX stations, all these rockets. What are we doing?
Good question. Nobody really. I don't know. I mean, somebody might.
Where
know.
are we going in space? Because I don't think this is NASA approved. So
NASA's is just as
NASA's dumb. Fuck face
NASA's
of
not
thing.
dumb, but it's like a government. It's for spying on Russia. It's for spying on other countries. It's NASA's a military shit. I don't know.
Yes, that there is special forces in NASA in the military.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think
So,
a lot of this stuff is like important, especially for like our own environmental stuff.
yes.
To have like the satellites and everything but I don't know what the fuck Elon Musk is doing. It's nothing to do
I
with like,
honestly couldn't even. What is he setting up flock cameras up there? Like, what's happening?
Probably.
Like,
he's probably sending like his clones, like it's just full of his sperm. Literally, it's just going into space.
maybe he's like trying to create like alternate universes, or like open up some kind of like voided
I think he's
hole.
Rick and Morty. Yeah.
Yeah.
He fucking this is when people talk about how smart he is. This is what fries me because he was like, "We're gonna build a colony on Mars and we're gonna live there." We can't. It's full of radiation. There's no
I mean, unless he
oxygen.
creates radiated humans from the start.
Oh, radiated human. I didn't think about that. I was
If I,
thinking
you know, like Fallout, like the game, or like they even have a show where it's like eventually gets a point where you're adapted to radiation. You're not experience maybe like in Fallout, it'll show people they have like kind of like abilities, which is kind of like
I think so.
dramatized,
Yeah.
but like they have like abilities or like they're a little dysmorphed, but that's also like, you know, the older people
It's like
in
X-Men, like, they might be kinda ugly because their face is melted off, but they can, like, shoot lasers out of their hands, you know?
what if it like
That's probably
induces like
exactly what he's thinking.
an open like expansion of like subconscious that allows for like different abilities using like energy, like
Or
we have
what if it
more
basically
energy in
does
our
what any
body.
other what if it does what all the other radiation does to us and basically, like, gives us cancer instantly or fries us, you know?
It's already doing that. I
Oh,
mean,
well,
have you
shit,
seen
let's just
those
go to Mars then.
have you seen those things where it's like it's so crazy, like Cali has so many regulations for things. It'll be on warnings for almost everything where it's like this can cause like reproductive cancer.
Oh, yeah, California is, like, leads the way with that,
There's
and
like so many things where they'll like say that, and I'm like, oh, okay. So we're just casually all gonna use all of this stuff still, though. Like,
I
there's
don't
no
know, I don't
escaping it.
I feel like some of that is maybe, like, overly protective, but at the same time, I also feel like it's like we're also the rest of us are kept in the dark. Like, I had a voice changer I got
Yes.
at Spirit Halloween, like, 10 years ago probably, and it finally stopped working on me, but it was so cool. I called it laugh or scream because that was the button on it was either laugh or scream, but it said it on the box, "In California, this is bad for you," but
It
everywhere
could
else,
be, yeah.
go for it.
It's
I
like,
miss
have
that
at it.
thing.
I think a lot of it comes from maybe like the production of it or like where it's made, which is probably very common in many, many warehouses or like with like microplastics and just there's various factors I can't even begin to start with
It's
what
a
it
lot of
could
the
be.
yeah, a lot of polymers, so it's
Oh yeah,
microplastic types of paint, like, and a lot of it's from China.
yeah, there's like
So,
a certain
that's gross.
smell, not just from that but just any warehouse and like the packaging, there's a certain smell, and it's like it
Mhm.
doesn't it smells chemically wrong. It's just like my cotton
I like to stick my
t-shirts
face
I
in
ordered should not. It's like that new package smell.
it.
Like I just
I
ordered a
think I know.
mattress and it
I
smells like radiation.
oh,
It smells like nuclear energy. Like, but I mean, I don't know. It's just like weird. Everything is fast fashion. Everything is overconsumed. Capitalism. Blah blah blah. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? There's no
well,
stopping it.
that I don't know, I'm not with that attitude.
Well, I
I
mean, unless I like make my own, my only thing is like to prevent it, make my own cotton farm,
live
pick
off the
my own,
land, live off the grid,
yes,
stop eating
weave
meat.
my own cotton shirts and clothes and wool and go back to
Yeah,
the olden living
no
off
more
my
dental work,
scavenging
you know,
days.
no more
No more
surgery,
scrolling, no more TikTok, no more medicine.
no
We
more
live
teachers
off
in your book,
elderberry out here.
elderberries
Okay?
and root
Yes.
leaves and things. I don't know.
Roots, chicory, all of it.
We're so, like, comfy, cozy, you know, like, COVID happened, and I'm a prepper at heart, like, a little bit, so I did get kind of excited because I low key was like, "Zombie apocalypse, here I come," you know?
Yes.
But at the same time, I was, like, you know, very bad at that. I was gonna do a garden, my garden failed, like, instantly. I
Yeah.
couldn't can anything, couldn't even motivate myself to start canning anything, so, yeah.
Canning is weird. I would give myself botulism if I tried to can at home. Like,
That's why
canning is
not
crazy.
I
I've
decided to
I've
watch Tiger
I've
King
met
instead
around a few people who like canned and like did their own canning. It was so weird being on the roads during COVID, man. Just like,
on the
you know, there
road?
was some like, yeah, just like
Oh,
driving out. There
Oh,
was
right.
there was nobody.
Right.
Like there was some people, but most people had no reason to be out. I mean, unless it's like
Yeah.
essential things. And for me, that was like going to the grocery store, and like it was just weird. There's like nobody in the grocery store, and
There's a picture of me out there somewhere. I was about to go to Walmart. It was like right in the midst of it. And before I went, I took a picture and I didn't actually wear this stuff to Walmart, but I had like this Iranian gas mask that I had got at like an antique store. And I had a shotgun. It was like gloves, like kitchen gloves. And I was like, going to Walmart, anyone need anything? I don't know
just
where it
have
is.
to go through. I'm a very big like Resident Evil, The Last of
Mhm.
Us, The Walking Dead, just nerd.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because only I think 2 years prior to that, genuinely, I was like still on one about that. And I started preparing things in my closet. I did have a bag with survival things from Amazon and cans from like
Yeah, I
food
still have.
life
Yeah.
things. And like, dude, I it genuinely I there we didn't know what direction this was gonna go in. I
Well,
remember thinking, or I still have a post probably somewhere in my archives on like Snapchat and like my memories where I was talking about, please let COVID let us get out of school. And I don't think anything could have prepared me or the world for the way that it would be, and just the fatalities from it. It's just
yeah.
awful. I remember getting those like TikTok updates every day with that one song. It was like there's this one specific song and it would just show like the COVID
Pictures of people.
stats.
Yeah,
Like it
oh,
would
that,
see like
yeah.
each country, and then just like the stats of like deaths, and
Right.
like it was awful watching that go
I can't
up
believe
every
there's still
day.
people that think it's not real.
I
Anyway,
know there are people who lost family members during
just say
this who
it's not
didn't
real. Like,
like
or they say that, like, the government, like, I mean, I don't know. I can't even. It's like flat Earth. Anyway, I'm not.
don't like and like don't even not too much now but I'm not even I am not vaccinated for that. That
I
came out
respect
way
that.
too soon.
Hmm.
That came out way too soon. I was like and I did get it. I got it in like not even during COVID time. I literally got this shit like 3 years ago.
Hmm.
And it was like me personally, I'm very grateful that's all that it was, but it was just like it's just a really bad cold for me with no taste or smell. Luckily it wasn't anything too respiratory, which I was
Hmm.
worried about because I do have like lung and like chest surgeries I had just had out
Hmm.
during that time. So it was very scary. Um I also had surgery at the end of like not the end of COVID, it was still COVID, but I had like surgery at like during COVID time, like chest surgery. Like so being in the hospital also was like really,
Yeah.
really nerve wracking. But I'm not vaccinated. I've been shamed for that. They're like, how could you be so selfish? Like not getting vaccinated. I mean, it's the same thing as the flu, babe. Not that COVID is the same as the flu. It's just the same thing as
Mm.
the shot.
Well,
Like
I
I've
mean,
never gotten the flu without the shot. Like tap on glass, knock on wood, but like you know, I don't know. I feel like my immune system is maybe built up or something. I don't know.
I don't know, but like I did because I was working at a place where they made it available to everybody real easily, and I just felt like I didn't want to give it to anybody else or whatever. But at the same time, I totally respect people that didn't want to get it. It's like for me,
Yeah.
it's like that's where this is the United States. We should have the choice.
Yeah, to like get like,
No
for me
government
it was just
mandated
so
vaccinations. Thank
it
you.
was so newer at the time. So it was just like, how can something like this be developed that quickly and be safe? Because it
Well,
it's a
I see
little
where you're
sus.
coming from. Yeah.
It's a little sus.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit after that, yeah, but they were already on booster 1, 2, and 3 by the time I even thought anything about it was safe. And I'm like, so, like, I'd have to restart the whole process over again, which I'm sure they had worked further on it by then. But it was made so quickly. And it's just like, how can you, like, I don't know. It was just,
Yeah.
maybe I'm too conspiracy theorist for that. But, uh, like,
Mm.
I don't know. I just try to stay healthy, and I don't like being around that many people anyway. So I don't
Yeah.
really have
That part
anything
I
to
didn't mind
worry
at all.
about.
I did not mind being at home with
Me
my kids
neither. It was like
chilling.
paradise. I was already always alone because I was in school at the time. So like,
Mhm.
COVID was a thing that happened. It was like my sophomore year of school,
Yeah.
and like I went to school one day. We had a really bad tornado here. I
Uh-huh.
went to go see Trippy Red in concert, and then
Uh-huh.
boom, that next Monday, we're on quarantine for the next year.
Wow, that's a crazy chain of events.
It was a crazy chain of events. It was like Trippy Red, big tornado, Monday, no school,
Good.
and then they're like, "We'll be back," and then they're like, "Okay, we're doing some stuff online," and they're like, "Okay, no more school, no more school, quarantine, no more anything. Don't go anywhere. Don't breathe outside.
That's when
Don't
I knew
breathe
it
in
was
there."
real. When they shut the schools down, I was like, "This is real."
I was like,
And
"This is bad. I cannot
yeah,
believe we lived through a pandemic."
I got into this weird like depression when I first heard about it because I was like, "Oh my gosh, the world's gonna end." I lost my job. Like on the same day, I think that they canceled schools.
Wow.
And then it was like, and then I just slept for like 3 days because I was like, I didn't know what else to do. I'm just like, I'm gonna sleep.
Dolly donated. Speaking back into Dolly, Dolly donated millions, like
to
to within COVID. People
to
with
for
like
like
job
research.
job
Oh, she did.
loss and
Yeah, I
like,
remember research she did too for like the medical side of it
mhm,
too.
yes, the medical side of it, and then also other another medical issue. I'm not really sure is like a, I think it was a pediatric like
Yeah,
disease research on that.
she did
Here's
a lot for St. Jude's. She of course had all her reading programs. She did a lot for like
yes.
that office space center she built was her money from the Whitney Houston song "I Will Always Love You." She got
Hmm.
proceeds from that. She built that. Yeah, just all around good person. Not
And
many of those
then
around. But speaking of great people, what did Young Thug say?
Young So apparently, Young Thug said that he wants to harvest the children's screams
The screams of children
to put the screams of the children to
to
fuel the
power Atlanta.
lights, to power
Yeah.
Atlanta.
So he watched Monsters Inc.
But he watched Rick and Morty one too many times. I think he was in
But
there
isn't
too
that the whole
long.
premise of Monsters Inc. is they use the screams of children to power
They use
their
the
city?
nightmares of children to power the nightmare
But
or
they would go in there
the
and
scent.
scare them. Oh, and give them nightmares. That's right. That's right.
It was like that gives them like they power the
Mike
nightmare
Wazowski.
center thing, like, and then they work. Man, that shit is just a depiction of our life, like
Really.
genuinely, like.
And I just picture him in like some kind of like kind of gender neutral super villain costume, just pouncing around the windowsills of Atlanta and creeping into children's bedrooms and scaring them, and then catching their screams in a jar and going,
And just powering Atlanta, like
yeah, yeah, and pouring it
they
into a
do
big
call him the Joker of
3D feed.
Atlanta.
Do they?
Yes.
He's a something. Here's the other things going on. He sent Little Dirk the lawyer who helped free him.
I'm
Farmland.
crying.
I couldn't find it. Something about Lil Wayne.
Did you ever see the clips about them playing Lifestyle in court?
Oh yeah, I did see that. I did. Yeah, the whole
Everybody's just like,
that whole trial was ridiculous.
it was insane. I
It
can't,
was
like,
literally insane. It was way worse than Cardi B's. Cardi B's was pretty comical though.
that was definitely one for the books. completely almost just forgot about that. Oh my gosh, it was such an iconic. I feel like so many things happen. I like lose frame of like track of time of like when that was.
Right. And then just like it's she's so memeable, you know. She's always just
Yes,
making like a reaction face, whatever she does.
we
It's
went
like, cause I have eyes, like you know,
like
I can see. Uh,
like
yeah,
genuinely like it was just all of
party.
it. I mean, I don't know. There's so many uh well T Grizzly is no longer a felon at all.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good for him.
They preyed on his downfall. You know?
Yeah,
And so now he needs to make a follow-up song to that, I fear.
it's been a
Like
while.
but
I mean, I
yeah, he
don't
was like
really.
fighting after 7 years, I think he's been fighting that, you know. He's
Mhm.
felony free.
Nice, congrats to him. Um,
Hopefully he's not banned in any more jewelry stores in Kentucky. You know.
right, right,
Like
right. That was kind of crazy too, how that all transpired with the video and stuff.
yes.
It's just always a circus when it's in the public eye, you know.
Yes.
Um,
Um let me
I'm gonna
I
Google
really
some.
don't really know about Puerto Rico.
Oh
My
yeah,
family has no water.
yeah.
Part of the US, by the way, and an island, by the way. Like
Mhm.
no water. No water. It's very limited water.
Oh
Um
yeah, and let's talk about Gary, Indiana, and Memphis too, not having power for so long.
no electricity.
Mm-hmm.
There's some people, you know, I talked to somebody, they said they lost it for 2 days, but they know friends who haven't had it for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
No
it's been
power
a
for like
week
2, 3
for
weeks.
people in Gary and other parts of Indiana, and the weather is crazy. Like this kind of weather
Tornado.
is historical. What were they? They were calling it something weird, like a. It sounded like a Defonza or something. You know what I mean? It wasn't like quite a tornado, but it was something else. I don't know. Whatever.
I'm
But
trying to see what it is called.
plug in my.
Oh, they're nearing full power restoration after the past like it's been 2 weeks. No electricity for them.
God damn it! Hold on. Bit. God damn it!
Oh,
What's going on?
it's called the derecho, which is a storm that can produce tornado strength winds. So it's not a tornado, but it's a thunderstorm with immense winds,
Okay.
life-threatening winds. I've never heard of a derecho.
Me neither. When I saw it, I thought it was like it was an anonymous video. You know, anonymous. Shout out to anonymous. But they were talking about. I was like, maybe that's just like a. They're trying to reach their Spanish speaking audience. I don't know.
It
I
says
don't
it's
know.
a widespread, long-lived straight line windstorm associated with fast-moving, complex series of thunderstorms.
Will it fuck some shit up?
Basically, just one huge tornado without the spiral.
And it took a long time for that to reach people as far as like to know that it was going on,
Mhm.
you know? And like it had to be
At
social
first,
media.
they think, oh, it's a thunderstorm. Oh, this thunderstorm is really bad, and it's like, oh wow, this thunderstorm is like,
But
it's
I
like
mean,
a.
other people, like I didn't know about it until like a week after, you know?
I'm pretty sure most people weren't even aware that it was like not just tornadoes or not because I was just hearing it was tornadoes and I'm wondering like what is happening, and it's just this one long storm. It's not just a bunch of tornadoes, it is just this one big storm that is just like destroying town after city after town.
Yeah. And that the news didn't really cover what was going on, which is crazy. There also San Antonio was flooded, and a lot of people there for some reason because usually these two things are unrelated, don't have cell service for like
Wow.
over a week or more, I think. I mean, can you imagine, like, not being able to
A
call
lot of
anyone or use your
the
phone?
power is in East Memphis. There is, it's been 5 days of the people without it. It's not a
Wow.
big percentage, but it's still quite a lot of
Yeah.
people without power. There are 99.16 customers with power, which would be, there's 3,582 people reported right now
Yeah.
with no power, which is so like I just don't there's no explanation as to why there's no power.
Storms, I guess.
I don't see anything about a storm. That's what makes it
Let me look
terrifying.
this up. What was cause of? You said it's East Memphis, right? East Memphis.
Yes, East Memphis.
East Memphis loss of power.
And everybody's so hot. They're
It says,
hot
yeah.
and they like, there's no cooling that down. There's nowhere to put a fan. Fan is just blowing around hot air. You can't go outside for relief because it is blistering hot out here. The humidity is nuts.
That was one of the big issues. One of the big issues with Katrina is, they had this hurricane and then the heat that came after, the August heat, which, as you know, is very intense in the South, especially like, South Louisiana. So, I mean, it sounds like hell,
This
honestly.
is from I think a power company.
About, well, what I'm looking at, and again, this is the Google summary. It says it was a storm that hit on Saturday in Memphis and Shelby County, and it was 75 or 70-mile-per-hour winds, knocking down power
Good
lines. And
grief.
that's pretty serious.
But it's the Memphis. Well, that was what I was reading was before the storm. So the storm was already coming, and people didn't have power.
Huh? I don't know. I don't see that on here.
Yes, the Memphis Light Gas and Water has so many bad reviews.
Yeah.
They have 2.3 stars.
I wonder, that's a private company or is it part
Yeah.
of the government? It's private.
It's
Like,
CEO. It is
Energy has
private, I believe.
Energy has Louisiana involved.
This says that they're going to try to get it restored for the next, there's another storm coming. But
Oh my
if a
God,
storm
really?
comes, that they could get it restored possibly. So why can't we get it restored now? If we can get it
Well, there's
restored
another
by the
storm
storm,
coming because they're
then
worried
why?
about their bottom line. So if they go out there and spend all this, time and effort and money fixing it, and another storm comes through, that's just gonna be money out of their pockets, probably. I mean, I assume.
Well, there's people in blistering heat, children.
I
So
know.
they need to get a grip. And then Puerto Rico not having water. It's like it is an island in a part of the US. It's always
Uh-huh.
been like that. When I grew up there, it was like that. It was
Power
always
outages
some
all the time, right?
water, power outages all the time. That wasn't uncommon, but water outages and just having limited water and our water to do everything.
I'll tell you this: if I had to choose between no water and no power, I probably choose no power because not having water sucks.
Yes. Not having water was the suckiest part. We had limited water, and that we got that from water trucks and water dispenser. It was our water for everything. The water
Yeah.
for everything. It was just
I say if we can't take care of a government's job is to take care of its citizens, I feel like, and if we can't take care of Puerto Rico, we should just let it be. Let it be its own, have its own government.
It can't. It literally
It's
is
or
only still stuck together because it is part of the US.
we did
Without
that
that,
to it though. We should give them like some kind of subsidy or reparations or something for what we did to it.
They built an Amazon. That's what they did.
Amazon.
Oh yeah, they built a huge Amazon over there.
They like to do that and say jobs, but if you go to one of these
That's
Amazon,
exactly what they did.
if you go to one of these places, you go inside, it's a lot of robots now.
Yes.
I'm not saying that people don't work there because they do, but it's not
Yes.
as many jobs as you think, and they're not as high paying as you'd think.
Well, it's a little more high paying for the jobs over there. I mean, a good high paying job over there is it's pretty low still comparably to here.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
so it just like growing up, like my dad was making 13
What
an
I say
hour.
about that. If
Now
you're
13 an hour is nothing. 13 hours back then, we were good. We were
But
really
look,
good.
this is how I feel about that. These companies that open up places, where like Amazon will open a facility in, let's say, Chicago or New York or whatever, and they'll
Mhm.
pay the people there, like starting off forklift drivers, $25-$30 an hour. Decent, right? For that area. Decent, not great, but decent. Why not pay the same rate in Puerto Rico or the same rate? I know your bottom line is calling, but like, those people are less valuable to you?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
We on those coasts, they are primarily focused on their naval bases. That's
Yeah,
where it's going. It's going to their frontline naval bases that are off of Guam, that are off of, Puerto Rico, that are off of all these like areas within like the Caribbean and those coasts similar.
yeah. What up, C-Dub? Shout
Yeah,
out to
Lord,
3 people watching, 1 person in the chat. How y'all
what's up?
doing?
It's just
C-Dub?
very, very like it's very frustrating. The base there was closed down for a good part of after I was born, and like they just recently opened it back up.
Right.
And it just absolutely does nothing for the economy there. It's become tourist slop. Like, not that there is tourist slop, but it's become a place for people to decide they want to build homes or buy Airbnbs out in the forested, cutting down the forested areas out there that aren't as close to like, San Juan, like other parts of the like center of the island more so, where there's $1 million homes, $1 million Airbnbs.
Right.
Like it's
Yeah.
it's someone's tropical escape, but it's someone else's struggle. A lot of gang violence,
Yeah.
lot of many
We did a similar
unfathomable issues.
Yeah, we did a similar thing to Cuba, kinda tore it up and just left it and, keep
Yes.
pushing it down in despair and everything, and it's pathetic. Like, the stuff that we did, like, in the Reagan era and around that time, earlier, later, whatever, is like especially the Caribbean islands area, like,
Mhm.
we could fix that. We could fix that
Yes,
instead
we
of giving
can.
billions of dollars to this fake country over here, but anyway,
Yeah, we could fix Puerto Rico too. You're gonna tell me that there's no way for you
that's
to
what I'm saying,
supply
yeah.
the people water on a fucking island?
No, we're giving all that money to that, fake country over there. Um, you know? You feel
It's
me?
just crazy to me. Like there's not like you're like don't like they act so helpless to literally body of water. It's there's it's all water.
Right,
It's all water. There's it's itty bitty surrounded by water.
right.
Surrounded.
Well,
And
it's all
how is there
seawater, and
but it can't but they like instead of building a fucking chat GPT center,
yeah, that's crazy.
why don't we build like you know what I'm saying? Why
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
we build something to process all of this fucking purify this ocean water?
There was a young a kid that invented something that was supposed to convert it or turn it into fuel or something, I can't remember, or both.
Yes.
And
Yes.
he was actually unalived or whatever you can say on YouTube.
Yes. He was found missing and then found he was
Yeah,
gone.
yeah,
Missing and then gone, huh? Yeah. I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
So
what, no accident.
no, not at all. Couldn't be. Like
Mm.
I'd like to add that from what I hear and what I understand, black people still do not hang themselves from trees. Um
Yes.
and
That is not just something that, I don't know, um, done by itself, you know,
yeah, yeah. And on
without
top of
anybody
that,
seeing too, like, you know,
well, yeah, or there's cameras all around and oh, there's no camera footage.
the flock cameras and there's no
The flock
footage of
cameras, right.
what happened.
Yeah. And then you
They are
got
building many flock cameras around me. So they better,
they're everywhere. There's one down the street from me. It's huge.
yeah,
It's
same
hard to
here.
miss.
They're everywhere. Dude, you just see them. It's just like got the
And
reflectors.
already they're being abused by the cops. There was already a case where a cop was using it to spy on his fiance or something, or ex
It's like
fiance.
in the kids. Yeah.
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 And then last thing I want to touch on is the Nolan Wells case because I've been following this not as closely lately because I hate to admit it, but like, our attention spans are so short. Things kind of, I've still been thinking about it, but I guess because I'm not looking for it actively
They
enough.
start to go in the back
Fading
burner.
away.
Not that it doesn't matter, but it's just that so many other things go.
Well, there's a lot of sensationalism about stuff like this, and Nancy Grace was on the case, and da da da.
Yes.
But this, a lot of people have their theories about what happened, whatever. I don't know. I just want to see something happen, and I feel like
Yeah.
not a lot is being
Someone
done.
needs to be held accountable. This wasn't just an accident,
Not at all.
like whatsoever, and someone should be held accountable.
Yeah, it looks like I'm not sure what the latest is in that. I think maybe they're waiting trial, or they're in. I don't know. There's a criminal defense attorney that joined the legal team, and people were talking about Brad. I don't know which one Brad was of the friends that they think he did it because he's on the audio
Their
name.
ringleader friend.
Yeah. I've known white kids like that. Like this is type, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're the type that will have like a token black friend here and there, and they will. I can't speak as to like whether they would actually do something like that, like
No, but they use them as some point of like a fucking humiliation ritual because I've even
exactly.
experienced it. It's like literally whether it's like just bullying or whatever it is. It's like
So
it's like this
calculated. I mean, they know what they're doing because you see them and they wait until they're like it's
Yes.
just them, or they're not like around the parents, or they're not like in public, and then they start, with the drinking and stuff like that, and then it's like,
Yes.
then they start, saying the N word and doing shit like that, and I'm just like,
And they can't prove it. Like it almost like is like unproven almost, or it's like excused because it's like of course sometimes like they prey on certain kinds of like not even just racially, but it'll be like socially, and it'll be
like a
someone
bunch of mean girls, but a very insidious kind of like, you know what I mean? But they learn it from their
Yes.
parents. That's what I'm gonna like. I've seen
Yeah.
these people and their parents, and they learn it from their parents, hands down.
No, it all starts at home.
Yeah. And it's like a joke to them. Like, people are so jaded nowadays and everything. Like everything's just like a joke, or nobody cares, and they're like the epitome of that. They just like,
Yes.
there was a kid here, like in my, I get this information from my kid and my stepkids or whatever, but at one school there was a white boy that he was in a terrible accident. I mean, it was horrible, and they rightfully so made a foundation. I can't remember his name, but his initials are TB, so you see these TB signs everywhere, so RIP to him. But it was a explosion in a camp, and it was very sudden. It was the middle of the school year on a school day, and so everybody was very tore up about it. It was very sad. There was another kid who was a black kid around the same time at another school, And when he passed, and I think he was in a hit and run, there was nothing for it. And I think I was told, I don't know if this is true or not, by one of the kids that one of the students actually got a tattoo that said "look both ways" or something, and had a, you know, like a stick figure or something like that.
Bro,
You know,
what?
yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. Like that kind of shit is learned, and I hope it's learned. That's all I'm gonna say. I
I feel
hope
like sometimes it's it's
in the
I
blood.
don't know. A lot of times it'll be learned, if not at home, from the internet.
The internet.
From the internet.
Don't let the internet raise your kids, folks. But even then, like
No.
that neglect is a form of abuse.
Yes. Why does your
So
kid have, I mean, I had a lot of internet time as a child, and I'm not a evil being. Like,
right,
you know,
yeah, whether it's nature or
I
nurture,
used
it's
it
there.
for, I was watching gameplay and many kinds of things that I probably shouldn't have ended up seeing, but I never once in my mind thought, I'm gonna replicate this.
Or
I'm
like
gonna
this,
do
it would
that.
be funny if you know, that was that's what they're saying, not me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like this is a joke.
They're like, haha, this is hilarious. I'm gonna do this too. But there's
Yeah,
not a time where I saw anything like I wasn't supposed to watch as a kid and thought, let me try that. Like there was
right.
never a point in time where, I don't know. I think a lot of it is like built in for some people. Like I'm pretty sure, you can
Like
agree
I
with
come
that.
out
We
that
had talked
way,
about it. Like it was just
unfortunately.
born that
Yeah.
way. Like it's something chemically, like
Genetic, I don't know.
genetically down the line, maybe if not in the house somewhere,
Something's wrong, America,
something's off, America, and
and we're
we need
gonna
to do
stop
something
it.
about it.
Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Rapyard, and this
Amber D.
is Amber D, and together we are gonna stop this racism and this crime and these storms,
Storms, racism, crime, all of
one
it.
podcast at a time.
Yeah.
No, I don't have any answers. Sorry. Beat those kids' asses.
Yes.
Throw them in jail.
Just start holding people accountable and making them face consequences for their actions.
Bring
Stop
back
giving
the
people slaps on the wrist.
questionable reprimanding of the early 2000s and the late 90s where they would scare people straight. Bring that back.
Yes. I feel like instead of slaps on the wrist, the world has gone. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I very much do agree with an innocent till proven guilty thing, depending, but most of the time, yes, because you can't just judge everything based off of until you have all the facts.
Right. But that's what people do. That like people on social media are so quick to, you know, be like so and
They're
so
like,
did it or so and so
everybody's
did.
like, they're like guilty till proven innocent, though. People treat
Really,
everyone like I feel like online, people treat everyone like they're like an evil. They do one thing.
I think people and social media is just a reflection of humans. Like it's just a mirror, right? So I feel
Yeah.
like people in general are like a go with the herd type thing, and they don't want to do the research
Yes.
themselves, and they don't want to dig. So they see like people that are like them, or they hear something that sounds good, and they're like, "Oh, I'm going with these people."
Yes, it could be like AI. It could be fake, and they ruin someone's life.
Yeah,
Like intentionally, and not just beyond ruining their life. They like it becomes, I don't even know, it's like a torment. They literally start tormenting these people like
no, yeah.
for
I
alleged
kind of to that.
things.
I saw an example of that earlier. I can't think of what it was, but it was like, it was some situation with like a woman that like I don't remember what it was honestly, but it was her, calling her like a whore and this and that and the other. And in reality, it was just like she didn't even do anything, sleep with anybody,
Yeah.
and there was no apologies to her after the fact. It was just like, oh
Never.
well, Oh, well, we were wrong.
They're like, oh no, they just like switch up so immensely quickly. There's no apologies. They're like, isn't she such an icon? Like she's so slay. And after they were just
it
telling
doesn't even
somebody to
that.
like, you know,
Yeah,
unalive themselves, like initially,
there's too
like
much of that. Yeah,
there's
that
so
started.
many people have way normalized that. I mean, I remember being in like, you know, online games, on Xbox and people saying stuff like that, but it has become way too normalized for people to like that's their first instinct, that's their first like
Thing to
fight
say.
back. Yeah,
That's it.
it's like well just
It
you
started.
know.
It started around the time where they were really trying to crack down on people doing that, like the anti-bullying campaigns and stuff really like ramped up.
Yes.
And that's when I noticed people, like kids mostly, were saying that to other kids. I'm like, whoa, like, didn't y'all learn
I
anything?
I've had that said to me. I know many
I
people
have
who have had
too.
it said to them. A lot of people, like, it just is so normalized. And then, like, also people and doxing has become very normalized. Like, like these are people, like, these are normal people still on social media. Like, these little, like, yes, she makes lip sync videos, and sure, someone did something problematic, said something wrong, or did something horrible. That does not give you anywhere right to sit there and start harassing this person's entire bloodline.
Yeah.
Like,
No, leave their bloodline out of it. You're not a mafia boss. What are you doing?
exactly. They're
Like,
like
chill.
they're finding these people's old schools,
Well,
their mothers, their fathers, their mother and father who may or may not know about any of it. Like,
I'd say there is a good kind of doxing in the sense where people feel like they can go around and say and do anything in terms of like they're harassing people and they're being racist or like saying
No,
KYS or
yeah.
whatever. Those people can be exposed. Go ahead, because I
Those
see
kids,
people out
like,
there.
yes, like people get fired from
Yeah,
their jobs and whatnot. Even
yeah.
that is still a little like, damn. Like, it's something like it like
It
make
depends on the offense.
it really does. But
Mhm.
one thing that really bothers me is like, dude, like, and maybe this is like a hot take, but it's just like people will find like these influencers in their 20s, whatnot, and they'll find the videos from when they were like 12, 13 years old and be like, "Kill yourself, like, off yourself, like, find their whole bloodline, like, from like them saying something when they were like
Yeah.
11
So
or 12.
let me
And
ask
I'm
you
just
this.
like,
Well, like, let me ask you this. So, like, if you are like an influencer or someone that has like a little clout nowadays, and someone finds some like Twitter message that you were like using like the N word or whatever, and they pull it up, they're like, "This you," and then it's like you have a scholarship to a college or something. Should you lose that scholarship? Say
no,
it's like 4 or 5 years ago.
4
No.
or 5 years ago.
Yeah, like say they're like your age, like 22, and then so it was like they were like
Okay,
16
4
or
years ago, you knew better. I'm talking about when people were like,
12.
a video
I
from someone being like 12 or 13, 11. Like, you should not lose your whole future to that. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say. I feel like with that, if you're a teenager and you're doing that, especially if it's racist, like no mercy. Especially if it's like telling someone that they need to KYS whatever,
No,
then yeah.
that is like different. I'm just talking about like, bro, like it'll be
If you
somebody like
if you
singing
do
a
that,
song.
oh, like Justin Bieber.
Yeah, sure.
I have a very hot take on that, and that is I don't fuck with Justin Bieber.
Okay, well,
A
me
lot of
neither.
people are
He's
like, "Yo,
funky.
he
He's funky, and Haley
he
deserves
didn't
better.
just say the word, he sang a whole song about it in very explicit terms more than
He
once."
was old enough for that.
But yeah, and he wasn't like a baby. He was like 16 or
No,
17, and he did more than
that's
once,
old
not just
enough
on his
for that.
phone. This wasn't during the everyone has a phone era. This was on a camera, like a professional camera
Yes.
who were filming you.
He knew better than that. Okay. Like
It
he
bothers
really
me
like
that
especially with
yeah.
like media training and whatnot at that point in age. Come on. Yes, he definitely knew better than to do that. But like,
People thought they
you
were
know, like
untouchable during that YouTube era. I tell you what, they were just saying whatever.
man, YouTube era, I don't
PewDiePie,
know. Anybody, Shane Dawson, everybody was just saying whatever.
fucking
Everybody was
what's that
just,
guy, Jeffree Star,
yes, everybody's just saying and doing whatever. I don't.
edgelords.
Yes, I don't feel like everybody should just be, I don't know. It's really, really situational, like on the
Mhm.
circumstance, but like, say, I don't know, like people like to find some people love cancel culture and they love to find something to cancel and to have mass hate toward
Right, right.
something, someone.
I'm sure if I had any like modicum of success, that there'd be people. Actually, I don't know if I should share this or not. I'm gonna share it. So I had a guy reach out to me. Well, he commented on one of my videos about how he was sick of seeing white podcasters in the hip hop space. And I didn't respond to his comment or delete it or anything like that. I just like messaged him. It was on TikTok, and I was like, "Hey, like, I would love to have a conversation with you because I would love to know like how I can, like, like what's the word? Not mediate, make this right or not like make my image
Yeah.
right, but like how can I be more of service
Or like
to
respectful if
yeah,
you're
I
being
like, I honestly, I
disrespectful.
do try my best to be respectful of it, and it's something I genuinely do love. I'm not in it for, like, the money, obviously, but it's like, and so he actually called me, and we had, like, a good 30-minute conversation about it, and he was just like, like, "You're alright. It's just," I kinda feel bad for commenting that, but it was just like that was my reaction to, and I was like, "I understand," but,
But yeah, also it's something
people
you're
aren't that
knowledgeable
understanding.
about. So why does it like
Well, I mean, I get it, but it's like I strive to, like I said, to be respectful of things, and I think sometimes I could definitely do more or I could do better, but um, it's I think people have the right to react to stuff,
yeah.
however they see fit,
It's all
and
about your, it's all about your like it's a your opinion at the end of the day.
yeah, and
Like
and and he ended up changing his opinion, and if he hadn't, that would have been fine too. It's just like it was cool that he allowed us to have a conversation about it, and that's what's
and
lacking, I
actually
think.
listened, and
Mhm.
that is what's lacking. People don't even want to listen. They don't try to listen. I'm not talking about inexplainable things that have absolutely no justification for what is to be explained, but just something as like, bro, it can go something as simple as like somebody white rapping. Like people have
Mhm.
such an issue with that sometimes, and they'll be like, "Oh, well, you're trying to do like, this," or like they accuse them of like race playing or like trying to sound a certain way, but it's just like maybe
I'm
that's
not
just
gonna lie, even I like, when I first see, like, a new white rapper come around, I kinda, like I'm like, at first, because there's so many that
yeah,
are just like, bleh,
yeah.
It's, like, so obvious
But it's
you're just,
also
like,
it's like it's not like
posting.
yes, like the origins, but at the same time, it's like it's not just I don't know, everybody, people are inspired by the music they like. And I've met so many people where they're like, I don't want I don't like especially in like the dating world where they're like, I don't want like a white boy who listens to rap. Like why? like
I'm
like
trying to think of
why?
that one guy's name. M is it M. Dot R? The reggae guy. Oh, yeah. This is what I think about that. Uh, Here, hold on, sorry.
Yeah, you
Comprehension
know.
is different amongst people. Absolutely. Not everyone has the patience to comprehend, I guess.
Oh
Shut
my.
up, Cody. So this is what I think
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, me a say the man. I am the R representing the Little Lion Sound. Where you say everything turn red again? Yo, how what a bam bam. Girl want the Chucky Jam. Little Lion have 4 gal a real grand slam. oops, I mean 100 gal, come on, a real bad man. Real bad sound. Hey.
He was
He-
reincarnate from someone.
He's from Wales. Wales. He's from
Like
Wales.
England?
Yeah, the UK.
What a bam bam. Gal want the jokey jam. Little lion have 4 gal.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Ugh.
It's like Central C. Central C pisses me off.
But he's very British.
He is very British, but also
I don't feel like he's cosplaying. I mean, like UK drill and all that's been part of their culture, you know, in a way. I mean, it's taken from American black culture, but is he not black?
it
I
is
don't
its
know.
own thing. Like like one of my favorite artists. I don't know if I would call her drill, but
I
maybe
thought
a
maybe
little
he
bit.
was light skin, Central C.
I think he is. Maybe. I'm not
Wow.
sure.
Why does he
I'm not
piss you
sure.
off though?
Just his drama, like the whole like his girlfriend, like his ex-girlfriend, like
I'm gonna be homophobic. My chick
he's
is gay.
cheater. He was a cheater.
They're all cheaters.
Another UK, I don't know if I'd call her drill. Her name is Led by Her.
He's
Love
Guyanese
her.
and Chinese, so yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Who is it?
Led by Her.
That's their name.
Yeah, that's her name.
Is she a British artist or?
Yes. A good song by her is Daydreaming Made Me Blue. That's the first song I heard by her. It's like very, I don't know if I would consider that UK drill, but I love it. I love it bad. It's good. It's good.
I'll play a snippet.
She's one of my favorite UK people ever.
Play a snippet. That's my bad accent.
Little snippet.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
I don't like to feed my belly, I'm rebellious. And I don't like to chase and tell you what they're telling us. I had a core enough for selling what you're selling us. I had to set up. I'm super heavy, I'm the elephant. I could kill.
Yeah, the lyrics are very British, and she sounds like her own thing. It's a different vibe, you know. It doesn't sound like she's trying to be. Yeah, she's not trying to be Ice Spice or something.
I didn't know if I would call that like drill or anything, but like
Definitely not. But
she definitely has done some drill, but like I didn't know how to describe a lot of her. She has like that like BK the Ruler, like softer.
Yeah, it's like
sound with British.
The beat is a little bit almost Afrobeatish, like or Caribbean almost.
I'm ready, that's irrelevant. Big suit, big boots, still elegant. Big line, no cues, what a sentiment. Well, now would you believe me?
I feel like music is going this direction where it's becoming more like spacey and ambient. Like that's becoming more of a trend.
Yes, that definitely. I feel like that derives from like like ethereal OG Cash Cardi.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
like Juicy,
Trippie Red.
Yes. Who else?
Juice WRLD.
Mm-hmm.
And
just
a
like
lot
that
of
cloud trap rap vibe.
Yeah, emo stuff.
Yes, but it's like up a little more. It's not like lyrics aren't like. Well, that was kind of depressing, but also like like most of the lyrics are like trapper, but on a smooth old like
it's very like
like melancholy
computer sounding. Yeah.
Yes. Like I don't know how much you know about ethereal, but did a lot of
or genre. I don't know.
Did a lot of Cardi's beats.
Oh, he's a producer. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so like the event that I was helping promote in New Orleans for Lil Novi, which is Lil Wayne's son, like their music is all like that. And I didn't really like that like a few years back. Like that kind of music wasn't really my thing. And some of like Cardi's newer stuff I wasn't really into, but like now it's like grown on me a lot. I don't know.
It definitely does take some time. Now I can't lie. Like as a person who misses my Cash Cardi Bay, I I can't get it. He's become like some ethereal light being, like Dark Emperor God, and I can't
What
like.
Young Thug
Same
is
thing with Young
Stevens.
Thug. Like I just
He's
can't.
he's the Batman of screamings. Like he's the scream collector.
The Scream Collector, the joke. We got the Riddler and the Joker. Genuinely, like
Which one's so Cardi's the Riddler?
Cardi's the Riddler and Young Thug's the Joker.
Cardi's like Batman. No, he's like
Not,
no, he's
not.
like that. He's like that toxic sludge guy from the cartoon. That's him.
I'm dead. What's his Clayface? I'm crying.
No, from that one we just watched. He's like,
Oh, the
ooh,
one. Yo.
R.I.P. Tim
Just the
Curry.
ghost figure. Yeah, I
Tim
miss
Hardy.
Cash. R.I.P. Cash Cardi. You would hate even Vamp Cardi. You would hate what he has become because like Vamp Cardi was
Tim
still
Hardy was the
like
vibe.
Whole Lot of Red was
Mm.
where I don't know what happened after that.
I'll tell you what happened. Iggy Azalea.
No, it's been that. That was way before even Whole Lot
That
of
was before
Red.
that?
Yeah.
They weren't together that long. They were together long enough to pop a baby out, pretty much.
Yes, but she's been dealing with his like and not being there as a father.
With her around.
Not being a father, genuinely. She's even said it. She had a song leak. It's called 24 Songs. He was like, he said something, I gotta get on my shit. I gotta take care of my kid. I gotta watch my kid. I gotta watch my sis. And it's like he ain't watching his kid. She ain't he hadn't apparently it was alleged that he was playing. I don't know, this could be a lie. It's like a bunch of Reddit, SoundCloud, like, rumors, but that he was playing the PlayStation with Uzi during
When she was giving birth?
Yes.
That would not surprise me at all.
I don't know. I don't believe it was fake. I'm pretty sure that this was, I don't know.
I fully
But
believe that. Like, of course. I mean, Lil Uzi eats bugs, and that's okay.
I love him. He's so cute.
Easy is a little munchkin. Yeah,
He's just a little,
guy.
a little squishy. Yeah.
He's like the ultimate, like the little like kind of nerdy kid from school that like was real quiet and people kind of picked on him, but he wasn't like bullied necessarily. Like he
No.
made it. That's like
They were like,
that kid.
he's cool. He's definitely a little
He got a diamond
glass
in
squisher.
his head. He's going to space. Yeah.
I love it. I love it
I
for
do.
him.
I do
Eternal
too.
would take forever.
Yeah. Well,
But
I guess
yeah.
that's a good place to note it or end
Yes.
it. Note to end on. There you go.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody
In
watching.
the life, in the
Yes.
death, stay
Yes.
loving.
Wait, were you coming up with like a new end sequence here?
I don't know. I was just finding an end sequence. Stay in the life
Yeah,
and the
do
death.
yours.
Stay for love.
Wow. I just say like,
Damn, son, you're too near.
Are you threatening me? I need Rollios for my bungo.
Or
Oh yeah.
okay. Thanks folks for watching. We'll see you next time.